And hello, and welcome back to me actually doing the shit I said I was going to do. Let's go, Ash. Honestly, in the circumstances, I don't really have time to be dicking around with that guy. Focus on our own problems and you focus on yours. But you're still planning on dealing with it, yeah? Yeah, let's do it. If it's going to be bugging you anyway, why not see what he has to say? You must have at least an inkling as to why he wants to talk to you, right? Well, yeah, I consider the circumstances surrounding the guy. Still, though, even more reason to tie up loose ends now, right? To make sure you don't regret it down the line. I'll be there alongside you, of course, as your instructor and as a fellow member of Class 7. Man, dude, you just love nosing in on people's drama, don't you? And I get what you're saying, though. Can't really move forward when you're knee-deep in yesterday's bullshit. Alright, bring out Valimar Spores. I want to settle this. You got it, Ash. Okay, cool. He outright said he wants to deal with it, so that's a positive. Called Brad to talk. They made it requel. Ash? Oh, both of you. I'm glad you're here, and you too, instructor. Just thought I'd drop by. Got some nerve calling me up after bringing back Fafnir and trying to sell me out. I feel so bad about that. It's like I was possessed or something. Oh, there's a turnaround. And I couldn't think of anyone else who could help with this. Please help me. I don't know what to do. Well, it seems like things are pretty serious. Alright, well, here you go. So he had a shock to the system, I presume, by whatever this event was. So you and your friends committed blackmail and other misdemeanors. In the shadows was your informant, Miguel. Yeah, that's basically it. And he hasn't had that shock to the system. At first he was just doing stuff like showing us the perfect places to extort people. You know, simple, benign, completely, innocent stuff. But then he made us do all sorts of stuff because I owed him or something. I had to bring a product from Ortis without the Imperial Defense Force busting me. You mean, sounds pretty sketchy. Yeah, and recently he's been asking for some pretty major stuff. To top it all off, we almost got dragged into some shady business of his not too long ago. If this keeps going on, we're seriously going to end up at the point of no return. Oh, it's worth noting, I think, that I actually had this game actually updated for me. So I think whatever updates they did for the PC release in terms of typos and whatnot, they probably get around to actually pushing that properly to this version. That, or it's been in the queue for a while, because I actually have been needing to update my PS5 for a while, so it might have been in the queue for like, I don't know, maybe a week. Okay, I get it. So you had to move some product, huh? Ash, have we ever had discussion of, like, drugs in this world? Like, the closest thing was, like, Gnosis, right? It was like a drug, but not really. I guess it's definitely the closest thing to, like, a drug sort of story to have that we've had. It's nothing. Alright, long story short, you realize the error of your ways because you're in way over your head and you're scared. Now you know how stupid you were to bring Fafnir back and do whatever the hell you want right before the war, huh? So what? Is there something wrong with me realizing that? It's just, you have to join that military academy, and then I already shot the Emperor of all people. So when this old dude told me I could be the top dog around town, I thought, yeah, why not? It looks like the curse worked its way in with all the emotional turmoil. Yeah, I got it. I'm the reason why. Well, for that moron too. In that case, I gotta set things straight, right? Ash, are you okay? You look like you're back to normal. Well, back to being a goofball at least, so don't worry about it. Leave the rest to me, Brad, and talk it over with the old man. I've got some stuff I want to ask him myself anyways. You do? Anyway, we'll have you be of use here, got it? Let's go look for some clues. Okay. I'm all up for that. Reen and Ash begin asking around about Miguel. The rumors they heard pointed to him being somewhere outside town with a new shipment of goods. Eventually, they tracked him down. Man, shit keeps being here. Alright, this should be enough. Because Bugs ain't gonna use more than this. Now time I move on. One last trip back to town should do it. Oh, and where you plan to scuttle him off next? What the? Ash? And the Ashen Chevalier? Is it hanging, Miguel? Been a while since I went to clean my apartment up and ended up bumping into your ugly mug. I hear you've been helping out Brad and the others. Hello, Miguel. I haven't seen you since our old field exercises. I hope you realize I'm not going to let you get away with anything that might put young people in danger. Now, we'd like you to tell us about whatever it is you brought here from Ordis. I don't know what Brad's been telling you, but you got me all wrong. I seek out young people with potential and teach them the value of hard work, that's all. We're not military. We're not going to just let you go on the basis of law and order. Shipping these things is just another aspect of that. A gun. So this is your new product, huh? It's an RF model. I'm guessing there's more in the container. That's right, I've got contacts in the military who helped me build up a decent little stash. Little by little. I mean, no one's sure what's gonna happen into this world after the war starts, right? You gotta be prepared. Savvy folks from all over the continent are already putting together hidden weapon caches. The way I see it, I could make a fortune supplying them with the kind of high-quality arms they'll be needing. That's really fucking low, man. What, so you're a war profiteer now? That's a pretty drastic change from when you only dealt in information. To be fair, we have a war profiteer on the ship named Jingo. I'm just gonna note, the bad thing here is less the war profiteering, well, it's not necessarily a good thing. That's sort of just, that's gonna happen. It's the involving those kids. Then again, it's also involving Jingo in that business to the point that she becomes a war profiteer. I'm realizing a hypocrisy pretty significantly right now. Well, let's see how they address it. Not to mention how fast you got these weapons together all on your own. I figured that wouldn't be possible without the right connections and know-how. What are you telling us? Now that you mention it, something does seem off. So he's working with someone? It's simple, really. I wasn't always an informant. Till a little more than 10 years ago, I was a merchant, working different kind of market. Some of the secret supply routes I learned about back then are coming in handy now, that's all. Now I'm done talking. You gonna let me through or what? I mean... a gun doesn't feel dangerous in this game. Can't keep my customers waiting. Especially by someone who's... What is it, Ash? Hey, don't go making any sudden moves. Look, Miguel, I'm gonna give a rat's ass where you go next. There's one thing I gotta ask you first. I thought we were done here. Was it you? Were you the one who got me out of ammo? Hey, where's this coming from? Ash, do you mean... Yeah, they have vaguely mentioned that before. Yeah, I've been thinking about it ever since we found my mom's diary. 14 years ago, a merchant helped me escape ammo to Raquel. But what you said just now, that you were a merchant more than 10 years ago... Well, I guess things just clicked. Oh, no, I see. Especially a merchant that's dealing with those sort of shady business connections. How long have we known each other, Miguel? From my first days in Raquel? From when I basically got adopted? Since I could remember, basically. You were involved with all that, weren't you? I mean, you weren't exactly a good influence. You even sold me out to the Jaegers that one time. I just thought you were one of the most deadbeat pieces of crap around. But you still showed up at Mom's funeral and even made a donation. That just felt so out of place for a small-time crook like you. I figured you must have had some ulterior motive. But looking at it now, you know, but wonder if you felt some kind of obligation towards me. If I've got that wrong, go ahead and set me straight. Oh, when did you get so sharp, kid? I wanted to take this to the grave, but I guess my secret's out. Well, you may be taking it to the grave awfully soon. If you keep this up. That's true, then. Every word, 14 years ago, I was peddling wares out by Parm. If I hadn't stepped out for a smoke that night, I might never have met you. Well, take it easy, kid. What are you doing out by the road by yourself? Was that a gunshot? The hell's going on? Oh, this can't be good. Come on, kid, let's get you out of here. I grabbed you and put you on the first train I could find. But you wouldn't say a damn word to me, even after we got to Raquel. Didn't really know what to make of that. Thought maybe you'd been mixed up in some bad business and then the soldiers came for me. I don't know how they found out, but they knew I'd help you get away. Forget about everything that happened that night and ditch the kid. You'd be helping secure the future of the Empire. It's in your best interest to comply. Wow, they didn't just kill him and the kid. That actually feels sort of out of character for the shit that went on there. Guess it's harder to cover up a murder when it's not in the middle of your blast zone that you're covering everything up already in. You can pay whatever you want. Not a bad deal, right? A deal, huh? Sounds more like a threat. It's been part of the cover-up of Hamel that Osborne spearheaded. Oh. So the after the fact. Okay. I knew it didn't sound like the MO of the people originally involved. I hate to sound heartless, but I was eager for any excuse to get rid of you. So I took their mirror and gave you to one of the hostesses at my favorite club. I knew she wouldn't put you out on the street. She's quite the woman, taking a kid she knew next to nothing about and raising you as her own. You're telling me. So you see, I didn't really do anything that bad. I got you away from Hamel in one piece, set you up with a new family. Was it so much for me to collect a little compensation in return? Yeah, that's all there is to it. I cut my ties to you and got on with my life. My past doesn't mean shit to me. Right now, you're nothing but some punk who's standing in the way of me and my business. Damn it! Why can't I pull this trigger? You're a traitor, a criminal. You shot the Emperor. For crying out loud, no one's gonna miss you. I took the damn money. I washed my hands of you. You're nothing to me, nothing! Why can't I? So that's it. Guess that explains the sudden shift in your business model. I know you're not gonna admit it, but when you took that deal, it messed you up on the inside. You knew it was wrong, and you've been carrying that guilt with you ever since. And that's what let the curse worm its way back into your heart and turn you into a real crook. The hell are you talking about? Don't act like you know me. If I'm wrong, then why do you look like you're in so much pain? It's written all over your face, moron. You've been running from your sins all this time. But you just can't let him go. Yeah, that is a nice parallel. Ash, to be honest, I don't really give a shit how far you fall. There's something you should know. Right up until she passed, Mom was still smiling. She said it was a blessing having me in her life. I figure, right? She also told me she wished she could thank the guy who brought us together. And I feel the same. I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for you. And I wouldn't change a thing about the time I had with my mom. Well, it might have been nice if she could have been a better cook, but yeah, with them all. As far as I'm concerned, my hometown is Hamel. It's Raquel. The town you brought me to. One of these days, I'll find a way to pay you back for everything you've done for me. I don't regret joining the academy or trying to find out about my past. That was my own choice. Because of that, I got to meet Kurt, Philly, Bunny, Onilogs. They're not a bad bunch. Hell, some of the instructors are even okay, I guess. So, I figure I gotta at least say thank you. Not just for me, but for Mom, too. The curse, it's... For a kid who wouldn't talk at first, you sure grew up to have quite a mouth on you. Look at me, getting all sentimental. I feel like such a chump. But hey, all this only goes as far as you getting me off the streets. Huh? Leading Brad astray and selling me out during the field exercises? Now that is a different story. I think you've got a little debt to be paid, you feel me? Oh, I hope you didn't give him a freaking concussion he forgets all this. Oh, that would be unfortunate. Yeah, that ought to straighten his shit out. Man, that felt good. You're enjoying this a little too much. I hope this did you some good, though, Ash. That was really nice. The punch did have a bit of catharsis behind it, too, though. Though now free from the curse, Miguel and Brad still have plenty of crimes to answer for. After turning them over to the authorities, Reen summoned Valimar, and they returned. Well, at least... The curse is a freaking thing. How many people are going to be committing heinous crimes being pushed to that level? You know, if that's a lesson we're going to go with, that you still committed the crimes, is Ash, like, when this is all said and done, going to go spend his jail time for shooting the Emperor? Going to go through his punishment? Or are we actually going to have him be forgiven and we're never going to really address it? Because that feels like, if they don't do that after... If our standard for how to deal with the curse stuff is, you still committed the crimes, oh well, you're in better state now. You'll be able to rehabilitate properly via the crimes, or via the jail and your punishment and whatnot. Rather than something where we say, well, oh shit, yeah, you didn't really have control there, we don't really blame you. It's this whole situation. You can't have that double standard without the game sounding like it's going to be hypocritical. So, I'm not saying the game is, I'm just saying that depending on how they handle Ash, it could easily become that. You had me worried there for a minute. I'm glad it all worked out. Trust me, I was just as surprised to find out Miguel's the guy I owe my life to. At least now I feel like I can let the past go. Well, that's good. I'm happy for you. Alright, enough sappy shit. Let's get back to the others. Fair enough? Ash, fair enough. I am now very interested in what direction they bring that eventually. Feels like I can let the past go now. Time to focus on what's in front of me. Next up is Crossbell. Their rivalry's raiding. Can't slack off yet. I'm relying on you, Ash. Indeed. Good talk, good talk. I'm very happy I did that. That was a very nice one. Here's another one that seemed like it was going to be. Well, that was 20 minutes of recording to do that one. Okay. This one also feels like it's probably going to be expansive. The Black Workshop is completely deserted. We don't know why, but this could be our chance to investigate it. There could be intel and Zauber Soldats, S-weapons, combat shells, and homunculi like me and Millium. Altina. I don't understand what'll be on her mind. Maybe completely deserted, but he's the gnome's headquarters. So I think we're going to need some help. Should I contact George and go investigate? Yeah, let's go. Black Workshop. We need to consider the risk, but there's a lot we could potentially gain by checking it out. Let's fill everyone in first and then get in contact with George. Understood. I'll tell everyone right away. Reen briefed those on board about the situation and received approval for the plan to investigate the Black Workshop. As a precaution, the small team tasked with infiltrating the facility was to be supported by the nonsense to Altina and Crow contacted George. He headed to the workshop using a teleportation gate that he had secret access to. Interesting choice of people. So this is the Black Workshop. It used to be the Gnomes HQ, huh? They might still be using it in some capacity, you never know. Angelica, do you remember the last time we were here? Clear as day. The mask didn't mess with my memories from that time. Guys had to take on the Chancellor, the Steel Maiden, and the Blazing Demon all at once. It was motherfucking crazy. And now all is still and quiet. Frankly, it's unsettling. Not a soul in here besides us. Feels abandoned. These conditions are ideal for us. We can conduct our investigations without interference. Okay, we'll go to the S-Weapon Lab. I've been curious about the origins of my Berserker and Shirley's Testarossa. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, that does make sense to bring him here for that. When we met in Stargazer's Tower, we were enemies. Now we're working together. Who would have thought? Yeah, feels odd. Oh, please don't stab me in the back, Duvely. Or Duvy. Please don't come up with pet names for me. No, this is already a fantastic bonding event. As for us, we'll go check out the Combat Shell and Zauber Soldat Research Lab. Maybe Albert's left behind some research notes or something. You're going to the Homunculus Lab, correct? Will you be okay? Yes, I've been there once before, when we came to save Instructor Reen. I think you might not have stopped to smell the daisies, though, when we were doing it. Oh my goodness, there was totally a thing! There was totally a thing that I think I couldn't get access to when we were running through the places. Wasn't there one? Oh my goodness. Oh, am I remembering that incorrectly? I think I'm not remembering that incorrectly. It's where Millium and I were born. Maybe there's still something to learn there. Yes, maybe. Let's see what we can find. The Nonsense 2 will be patrolling the area around you. Return at once when if you're in danger. We'll be waiting here. Let us know if anything goes wrong. Alright, everyone knows what to do, so let's get started. So teams of 2 with a support team in the middle ready to go back anyone up who gets into trouble. Got it. Huh. I think I know what those are. OZ series incubation tanks. Test subjects which fail to become Millium or me. They are discarded when we were born. Okay, so much for that previous hope. That's disgustingly cruel. The DG Coat was researching something similar a few years ago, right? Instructor Reen. What the? An OZ Mirage. It is an archaism manufactured at the Black Workshop based on Ouroboros' design. So why does it... If they're all mechanical, why do they resemble humanoids? Seems to be inactive. Perhaps it malfunctioned. Because my original thought with those when I first saw them, and I really didn't internalize the fact that I was wrong about that for a while until a while later, was the idea that maybe they were basically the failed Altina and Milliums repurposed into basically sentry units, that sort of thing. And they left it behind when they moved to a new base. I regret the things I did when I was escaping before. I didn't do anything to this particular unit, but still. I feel sorry for it. Love like this. Let me at least lean against the wall. Instructor? What is this white capsule? It doesn't look like an incubator. I noticed it when we were here last. Because it is in this area, I must have been involved in the OZ series research. It is deactivated and locked. Something about that bothers me. But it's not like we'll find out more just by looking at it. Why does it seem so familiar? Right, this is the thing that, yeah, this is the thing we ran into before, isn't it? I want to go back and look at it again. Empty tanks. 73 and 74, okay. Wait, 73 and 74, that's... Yes. These are the tanks where Milliam and I were grown.
So this girl's my sister, huh? Sorry, I don't know if we'll remember this, but when you get outside, let's make sure to meet up and play together, okay?
Do you feel nostalgic for it? How odd. This place is so lifeless and desolate. And yet, it fills me with nostalgia somehow. Yeah, that's completely normal, Altina. Reminds you of your sisterly bond with Milliam. Yes, I suppose that must be it. That bond was once the only thing I knew I could trust. Both Milliam and I were created for the sole purpose of becoming that sword. This knowledge was hidden from us and sealed deep within our memories, but we always sensed it. That's why I envy Milliam. Tina. She sacrificed herself to protect those dear to her, even though it meant becoming that sword.
I must protect. I must. Rean, Yuna, Kurt, Muse, Ash, Milliam, everyone.
That's what I wanted too. I wasn't afraid of what might happen to me. I'm sure that is precisely how Milliam felt as well. Probably still feels to an extent. Although, the Milliam that the Spectral Moon Mirror showed us had regrets. Well, everyone has regrets. No action is without something you feel like you could have done better.
Guess I should say sorry, though, for not being strong enough. I wanted to be able to say, I saved the day, that I helped protect everyone. But I never thought I'd cause you guys all this grief instead.
I finally understood that myself. It dawned on me when you saved me at the Isengard Mountain Rage the other day. Oh. I appreciate the sentiment, but please don't do that again. Talk things through with someone. Don't just rush out on your own. I see. I was really panicked. Yes, I had never seen that much fear in your eyes before.
It seems that even someone as dependable as you has a vulnerable side.
Oh, I mean, I think you saw that pretty clear last time we were here.
So, during those moments of weakness, I want to be the one to protect you.
That's kind of you. You changed a lot, Altina. Though I'm not really sure if I've played a role in it. I'm really impressed by how you've grown. But thank you. I am honored that you care so much about me, Altina. You're welcome. What's the matter? It's nothing, I am experiencing an emotion I find difficult to put into words. It is different from what I feel towards Yuna or Kurt. Oh no. How do I say it? It is joyous, but a bit suffocating. And there's warmth and excitement as well. Don't worry. That's how family feels. Just ask Elise. Is this familial affection? Camaraderie? I've read about various kinds of love. Is this the same kind that Elise and Elise feel towards you? Are you still talking about the familial connection thing, or are you trying to pivot? I don't know. Maybe it's best if you just take it easy. I'm sure you'll figure it out for yourself in time. I mean, you still have a lot to learn about feelings and stuff. Just take it one step at a time.
Instructor, it would seem you're trying to hide something.
I'm not trying to hide anything. You should take your feelings and decide what they mean to you. I'm not going to tell you what it is because your feelings... Only you can define what those feelings really are. Yeah.
Perhaps you'd like to share? Or is your mind filled with inappropriate thoughts?
No. In fact, it is fearful of those becoming a thing more than anything. Huh? Of course not. It is true she's becoming more emotionally mature. I am both happy and concerned, thinking about her future. In the end, we didn't find anything. Rena and Altina joined the team members search for the other areas, and they all returned to the ship through a portal. Didn't find the information they were after, but at least they discovered how many new Zauber Soldat's combat shell and OZ Mirage units had been produced. Furthermore, they realized it was highly possible the Black Workshop was moved to an entirely new location. The Black Workshop as in their actual production? Or the physical place underneath was moved? Unclear, at the very least. Despite its dark history, this is the place where I was born. It's very dear to me. I'm only able to think of it that way now, thanks to everything I learned from you and the rest of Class 7. I hope I can keep relying on your support. Oh, I really look forward to seeing how you grow from here. And one day soon, I hope that I can clearly define what my feelings are for you, Instructor. Well, I don't want you to rush to find an answer for that. You will know when the time's right. Familial. Familial. 100%, definitely. Speaking of stuff I'm definitely going to do. So, you want to go do your thing? Very similar to Ashes, I believe, yeah? In terms of wrapping things up before it's too late, yeah. Him in particular. Mind if I go with you, Crow? We're gonna be out there fighting together, so I want to make sure you're firing on all cylinders. Right. Keep in mind, it's not the fun kind of errand. Might be a good opportunity, though. I know they've been on your mind, after all. Who? Well, you'll figure it out soon enough. Alright, hurry up and get ready, then. I'll be waiting here. Been on my mind. Something we share. Set off into Divine Nights. Need to visit a handful of different regions. For the first stop, they found themselves at a familiar place. The church? Seinar Cathedral. What's he need to do here? Ah, there she is, just like I heard. Sorry, but could you wait a bit? Ooh. Oh, I was just thinking. Is he possibly going around making, like, reparations or something else like that with the members of the terrorist group? Michael. Please find a way to forgive my grandson, Michael. It doesn't absolve his crime, but he was truly concerned for this country. I just pray he can rest in peace. I pray for the same. What was that? These are his... Michael. Is it okay just to hand those over? I'm in no position to ask for forgiveness. So, on to the next. Glasses. Only one of them had glasses. Wasn't his name Gideon? Michael. Damn fools, a lot of him. Getting into this whole war. Alright, Constellation, you know. Those leftovers from the Northern Jaegers. What a mess. Only the boss and everyone could have. Sorry I couldn't get revenge for you all. Huh? But it's good you survived at least. Take care of yourself, yeah? That's what he would have wanted. I suppose, yeah, there were a lot more people than just the... Okay, I guess we are going specifically. Okay. Is this the boss's tag? Hey, you! Right then. Just gotta wait for someone to get in touch now. Sure. I've pieced it together now, Crow. This is about them, isn't it? That's nice. Scarlet, who would she have left? The church, maybe? Someone from the church? Received a call. George! Hey, Reen. I should have known you'd get involved in this, too. Yeah, after the Black Workshop thing. Crow reached out to me earlier and asked if I could help him out. Good thing you're still using your old number. So, does this mean you found her? Yep, you're gonna have to make do with a voice call, though. Here, I'll patch you through. Right, because she's still alive. Hello, can you hear me all right? It's her. I forgot, she's still alive. I remember there was that whole conversation where she was, like, captured and being having bed rest and stuff like that. Good to hear from you again, Scarlet. Same here, see? Crow, sorry. Still getting used to that. Never thought we'd get a chance to talk again. Yeah, it's been a while. As for Reen, I guess we haven't spoken in a while either. Not since Berea Hard. I'm glad you're alright. I thought you'd still be locked up somewhere in Croydon. What can I say? This is business as usual for me. Right now I'm operating outside the Empire, on board a Merkaba. You went back to the church? Merkaba. Does that mean you're the Grol's Ritter? Apparently, uses Flex's influence to have her released into protective custody. The church took her past as a squire into account and allowed her to work as kind of penance for her role in the Civil War. Wow. Eustace really came through. Can't imagine it's all footsies and tea parties, though. What with you being a former terrorist and all. It was pretty tough at first, I admit, but things are better now. Father Wazzy and the Bald Knight of his are actually pretty reasonable when you sit down and talk to them. You're with the Wazzy? Yeah, I think he might understand the thug life better than most of the Dominions. Some of the recruits here joined up around the same time as me, and there are interesting people here, so I'm not bored at all. That's great. I'm glad to know you're doing alright. I would pretend I wasn't a little discouraged when I found out that Osborne had survived. I was able to get past that and find a new path forward, thanks to all of you. You have my gratitude. Right. Crow, I heard about what you've been, all about what you've been doing. Let's both do our best. Not for revenge, but for them. For the world, too. Of course. Let's do this thing right. Still with a lot of the same motivations, but driven to a new method. So, those people we visited back there, were they really related to members of the ILF? Yeah, I've been thinking about making this little trip ever since I got my memory back. It's the least I could do to make it up with the pals who went to Gehenna with me. I managed to find some people who knew Vulcan and Gideon, so I just decided to go forward with it. I see. I've got to say, it was a surprise to hear Scarlet decide to go back to the church. No kidding. I'm sure she had her reasons, though. Well, in any case, it feels good to tie up those loose ends. Now, once my overtime's all used up, I can go on without any regrets. Crow. No, the future's not decided just yet. For all we know, you might just end up with more time than you bargained for. Well, it depends how ballsy Falcom is. After seemingly killing off multiple characters last game, how many of them will stay dead by the end of this, even if... Will Crow actually properly die by the end, I wonder? There's the question in my head. Because... Oh, it's just one of those things where it's like, you don't mind them coming back, but... If you're not willing to do it at any point, I said it before, I'll say it again. Until a character is properly dead and gone for an entire game, and they stay that way, I am under no impressions or illusions that they are actually properly dead. That's how I'm going to treat it, basically. And I feel like I've seen no reason to believe otherwise. They're back! Reen, Crow! So, like, I think the Jaeger King's properly dead. I don't know if they're actually going to handle Crow and... I guess the Lance Maiden? Jeez. Where exactly did you two wander off to? Dawa, Angelica! Even for us, there's always somewhere to return to, and someone waiting there. So, for everyone's sake, those we've lost, and those who are still with us. We have to see this thing through to the very end, and make it back alive no matter what. I guess you're right. But first things first. We gotta kick some ass in this next rivalry. I'll be counting on you, partner. Right. Indubitably. Met by Toa and Angelica, made it back safely to the ship. Once the Divine Knights were on board, they set off to continue their missions. Cool, cool, cool. We can't just let it go. Guess that's true. Got the rivalry first. Gotta win, let's do this. That was very nice. I've actually really liked all of these so far. They also feel very conclusive. Like, they're definitely supposed to be the final bonding event for every single one of these characters, in terms of their character arc and whatnot. That sort of thing. And anything more is just sort of, you know, relationship with Breen and stuff like that. So... How could he just disappear like that, Emily? I was worried sick when he stopped answering my messages. Should I recognize the name Levin? Because I don't. If I hadn't spotted you in Leaves, I'd be a nervous wreck by now. Oh, come on, Levin, I'm really sorry. I don't have a lot of choice in the matter. I was sworn to secrecy. Okay, sure. But what are you planning to do from here on? Secrecy? You know, that's, classified, so... You are not a good liar, sis. Oh, like you're any better. When are you going to start showing me a little respect? Looks like Emily and Lemon are having a family moment. Sure does. I wonder what her plans are from here, though. Forgot I brought her. Well, we should probably just leave them to sort it out themselves. Look, I'm not doing this because I want to. It's just I can't go breaking the rules anytime I feel like it. They exist for a reason. Not if you quit the Air Force. I've told you, it's not that simple. Yeah, if you're talking about what you're gonna do next, it's where you get assigned, technically, yeah? Technically. Oh my goodness, is Monk not here anymore? Just when I thought Monk had finally come home. I gave him the fan letter he got from some girl called Nana. He rushed off in a big hurry. Oh right, I talked to him on aboard this ship. He said something about having to show it to Lynn. This girl was on the radio show, right? Oh, just gather up only pretty girls know it. And didn't he just gather up only pretty girls that he knows for that thing? Must got some damn nerve. But the radio drama's popular, right? It looks like he's gotten to the point where it's he's kind of reliable as a director. His head might be getting a little big, but I guess he's gotten pretty good. Starting to come around, are you? I'm more the logistics of someone, oh, I got a letter, just jump on to the nonsense. Oh yeah, I guess all of them are in this area now. Hello again, Reen. Theresia, what are you doing here? Once I found out what was going on with the main campus students and teachers, I had to see it for myself. So I decided to drop in on my way back from the Grenville conscription office. It's a pleasure to see you again. How are things in the Air Force? Pretty tough. We're getting busier and busier every day as the war gets closer. To be completely honest with you, I don't think my heart is in it anymore. I'm a soldier, I should treat my orders as absolute, but I find it hard to believe that going to war is our best option. Theresia. Hey, don't you think you should try being more honest about how you feel? You know, like that best friend of yours. The girl wears her heart on her sleeve. Maybe you should too. Look for an answer that feels right to you. Not as a soldier, but as yourself. Thank you, Instructor Makarov. I'll try that. Oh, that's good. It's the kind of situation where you're either in or you're out. There's no room for uncertainty. Thing is, I'm already a soldier. Regardless of how I feel, joining everyone from Thor's is easier said than done. How do we keep pushing forward through all this? It's something we need to consider with the utmost care. Interesting. Can you quit? What? Would that just be considered desertion? Yeah, this all ended up feeling like some kind of guidance counseling session. The race has got a good head on his shoulders, though. I know she'll figure things out. I heard about what happened aboard the airship. Sounds like the race is really starting to question if she belongs in the military. What if she decides? I just hope she finds happiness. What more could the teacher ask? Well, I feel like I would be just the worst. I would be a terrible soldier. I would be the worst soldier ever because I could never follow orders. Ooh. Oh, that's just Brandy's. Yeah. Yeah. What's the song again? I don't actually remember this song. Oh. What now? That's my question, too. Whoa. How about that fog? I do remember there being a barrier around Aaron Village, but I thought the nonsense dude already got in the green light to enter. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Should we call Emma and the others over? Looks like the barrier is remaining active. Right, it should disable properly for the nonsense 2 when it approaches, but we're currently being blocked by it, just like any other Imperial ship. Did something happen? I wonder. I should probably use telepathic communication to check in about this. Huh. Oh, the hell? Some sort of magical signal, perhaps. Looks like somebody beat us to the punch. There's a telepathic message coming from the village coming through. Just a second, I'll open a window for us. Ah, when magic can be used like browsers. Indeed. Oh, you. Oh good, I got through. I'm so sorry, Emma. I really should have gotten in touch sooner. Oh, don't worry about it, Nina. So what in the world happened? The spirit veins are abnormally active, making it impossible for us to control the barrier. With Rose being away... Oh, she's away? Okay. Talia and Orla are looking into it for us. I see. Are you still able to get in and out of the village? Where is Rose, then? The teleportation stones are working fine, so if you try coming in from there, you shouldn't have any issues. I'm really sorry, Emma. I'll get in better touch again once things are better. Sounds good, Nina. Just concentrate on pulling through, okay? Teleportation stones, eh? Those abnormalities with the spirit veins really bother me, but I'm just glad nothing bad happened. If we have the leeway to do so, then we may as well go investigate. We should be able to get in using one of those teleportation stones, right? Yeah, there's one deep in the woods near St. Arc, and another one in the middle of Avon Hills. That probably would be the easier one to get to. Let me know exactly where to go. I'm sorry to waste your time with all this. I know we have other things to do. Honestly, I guess we do, but that's not life-threatening in any case. Just keep it in mind, okay? Okay. I feel like those have been disabled for quite some time themselves. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess I can't just go and quickly do that. Yeah, I'm recording this relatively near. FYI, this next week at least is going to be weird schedule-wise. Probably longer episodes, but maybe just one big one, I don't know. I'm just busy, and I need at least a little bit of time to get things back on track, so basically that. So, yeah, still an open question on which of the other which of the other bonding events I should do. Some people have made suggestions, and I'll probably just parse through all the suggestions people have made once I actually go to do them, which will maybe be next time, I don't know. I'll probably record between when this episode goes up and the next time, so I'll see you all then. Drive safe, everyone.